He is a comic book nerd.
And brightest day and darkest night. We can learn a lot from comics.
She is a reality TV junkie.
No idea.
Snooki had her baby. The dollar makes me holler.
Chris likes sci-fi.
They do a brain transplant into this whole new body, but it's you.
Kristyn likes celebrity gossip.
What do you do?
Oh, more breaking news?
Official. Official. What was just a rumor? These two, our paths, we're back in together.
What do they have in common? Nothing. You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast.
Now, here's Chris and Kristyn.
Well, hello and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristyn.
Thank you for listening.
Hello and welcome back.
I wonder if you're following us now that I've spammed you for
hello,
our
fellow
Kickstarter
spammers.
page. So we only have a few days left. We're recording this before the Super Bowl, so we have no Super Bowl news to talk about.
Go Ravens.
Thank you for listening. Hopefully the Ravens won. Hopefully the MVP goes to Ray Williams.
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis, I'm sorry.
We're such sports fanatics.
And, you know, they're going to make a big deal out of that.
Oh, yeah.
And so, do you think, does Steven Spielberg's wife tell him how to make movies?
No, I think he's strong-headed. I don't even know. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is it.
Yeah,
Ba-ba-bam. Don't input unless I need it.
Yeah, because...
Get away from me, bitch, unless I need you.
A couple episodes back, because...
Unless she's threatening with sex.
Due to mechanical error and...
What'd you do?
No. Because we were scheduled to record,
right.
But you couldn't make it. So I was kind of... Even though we have, like, a bunch of backlogged episodes, I played an episode from last June.
I saw that, the Lost and Found?
Lost and Found episode.
I saw that from I was like, oh my god, I vaguely remember talking about it.
And you can hear officer, this is not a Lost and Found. So there's, and it's funny because that stuff, take a shot, the funny thing is, I mentioned stuff that I even mentioned in the Secret Stash interview with Ming Chang and Michael Zapsik, the Boom Boom story.
Oh, yeah, that's what I saw in the title. I was like, oh my god, we didn't even put this out. We talked about it on the thing.
And so, that's the whole reason. I didn't put that episode out, so I thought it was cool to talk about when we went to the Secret Stash, but now that you weren't around to record, I said, all right, let me release an old episode. And, and I was talking about, my birthday, and I think you were talking about, your sister's birthday. And so, that being said, without a co-host, I said, I got a little desperate. So, I had on my baby mama. And, of course, if she heard me say that, she would go fucking crazy. I mean, she is my baby mama.
You didn't say it on the thing?
No, I never did say it.
Oh, how did you introduce her?
Well, we have a daughter together.
Oh, okay.
So she's
she's
the mother of my daughter, which she is.
Baby mama.
My baby mama. But I mean, if I use that, she hates
term.
that.
I wouldn't want to be
that term. Don't you dare call me my baby mama. And in respect, she doesn't call me her baby daddy. But all intents and purposes, she is. And so I was a little desperate, and she comes over to the house. We don't live together. She comes over, and I live with her son and our daughter that we have together. And so she comes to visit the kids. I was babysitting the kitten. I was taking care of her kitten.
Her pussy.
I was taking care of her kitten. That doesn't sound dirty.
Figuratively and literally.
I was taking care of her kitten. So she came over, and I'm without a co-host, so I said, do an episode with me.
And what happened, Chris?
Actually,
I didn't listen to it. You just told me about it.
When it was done, I'm like, okay, I gotta get ready to put this up.
Right.
And she was like, you're putting this up? She thought I was just doing this to kind of show her how fun doing podcasts are.
Like a fun thing.
Yeah. And so, what was I going to say? So she didn't know it was going to go up. So that, that's one point in her defense. But boy, up until this episode, I've never gotten so much negative feedback.
How much? Where are they commenting? Not on Facebook, because I didn't see that. People
can comment anonymously on Podomatic. Our hosting site is Podomatic.
Oh, okay. So I looked on the Facebook. I was like, I don't see.
Worst episode ever.
Chris!
What was it? Whatever she's smoking, I want some.
I'm going to have to listen to it now.
Who is this retarded girl talking on an episode?
That's awful.
People, and I had actually gotten into a Facebook thing with somebody.
Right.
Someone who I don't know.
Or you don't know.
I don't know. And we were getting friendly, and she had made the comment.
You were Catfish. No,
yeah. Catfish. And let me tell you, they had like a marathon of Catfish.
Oh yeah, it's now like the thing.
Oh my God, I watched like every episode. No, I mean, that day.
Yeah.
I must have watched like 5 or 6.
Oh, it sucks you in because you're like, well, now I gotta find out.
Yeah.
Is this person real? Did you see like the? Sorry to distract for a second, but my favorite one, I think it was like the very last one because of course they'd save it for that. The guy was gay and he met this man, quote unquote, through like a gay chat. Okay, so he thinks he's talking to a man. He goes to meet the man, and it's just a woman. And he's thinking it's a transgender woman, and she's like, her boobs are, like, up to here. And she's like, well, I'm just a woman all together, And he's like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's, like, thinking, like, maybe there's a penis there. And then, like, that was just, like, so awful. Because he's like, the big reveal was, well, I'm a woman, like, all around. And he's like,
I don't want nothing to do with you.
Poor guy. I know.
The one I saw was the opposite, where it was a guy looking for a girl, and it turned out to be like this black gay guy. I mean, not that it matters, but I'm just saying he's expecting this blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl.
So opposite.
And it's a heavy-set black gay guy. It's like everything opposite of what he was looking for.
It's great.
And this guy
had son of a bitches.
harvested all his pictures from an old MySpace account because MySpace is still floating around.
Oh yeah.
Now, actually, and I made a post about this earlier, MySpace has actually just changed as of today.
Yeah, I heard
We're recording this before the Super Bowl.
February 1st, baby.
February 1st. It's the first of the month. Cash your check and come on.
Yeah.
So MySpace and I signed into it. Now it's like a whole new thing. Like we can import your contacts from your old MySpace account, but it's a whole. I haven't had a chance to play with it, but I think they're focusing more on music and focusing.
That's what I heard. They were gonna
be,
switch it over to that.
Yeah,
MySpace.
It's gonna be more of a.
Because Justin Timberlake was actually talking about.
That was like
they
threw
huge.
like $1 billion at him.
Yeah,
and said, well,
I don't think he ever.
But yeah, they're.
But that was like that big talk
because
he's gonna. Help make it more music.
I love how we veer off.
I know. I was just going to say, what the hell were we just talking about?
Did you? Now, I believe, when you listen to the McDonald's commercials, I believe Justin Timberlake wrote that.
Those couple of notes. And he probably
got
$1 million
nice
each time it's played, too.
If I'm not mistaken, and I should go online and look that up. I could be totally wrong. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Justin Timberlake wrote ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And he probably
and you just think, I'm loving it.
That's just like what you think of whenever you hear that.
You gotta love how advertising drills into your head. Listen to Two Strangers One Podcast. Listen to Two Strangers.
Listen.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Two Strangers One Podcast. I'm sorry. That's Don't sue us, McDonald's.
I know. Shit.
This is satire and comedy, and under satire, under the Supreme Court regulations with the People versus Larry Flint. Don't sue us. So, wow.
I guess the episode.
So it's
because I said you got Catfish because of that girl you're talking to.
Catfish, they should call that show Fat Bitch.
Seriously, it's always like
it's horrible. Obviously, good-looking girls don't really troll the internet like that. They don't have to
troll the internet.
They don't. And actually, that Manti Te'o, there's another revelation that the guy
was in love with him.
He was in love with him.
Nobody can pronounce his name because I'm not even going to try it. Now he's claiming he was in love. He started this whole fantasy, which is basically So basically Catfish.
That was it was
a real life
definition of Catfish.
Yeah. Justin Timberlake has inked, this was obviously in the past, estimated $6 million deal with McDonald's to help the fast food chain promote the new I'm Lovin' It tagline. So I'm thinking he did it.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like he did it.
$6 million for...
Wipe his ass for that shit.
And
call me.
There's like...
His birthday was yesterday, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday, JC.
I know.
You know what it is? I don't know if I mentioned this before. I'm such a hater because he's a good-looking guy.
He's everything.
He was funny. On Saturday Night Live, he was
like
funny.
The triple threat. Yeah.
He's done movies.
Yeah, it looks like he did do it.
Yeah. $6 million for ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I
guess it works because we're singing it.
Yeah.
McDonald's should be giving us.
Give us something.
50 cents.
They give money to everybody else.
Clickandhit.com.
Clicking it.
clicking it. Listen to Two Strangers One podcast. So
listen, donate,
support our Kickstarter. Kickstarter. Two Strangers One.
Just
podcast.
do it like an octave lower.
Will
they copy you?
It's like when they play music that kind of sounds like other music on.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, well, wait.
Conan does that a lot.
Like, and you're always thinking, like, what is the song? Like, you never know right away. You're like, it sounds
like
familiar.
Eye of the Tiger,
yeah,
but it doesn't. Like, dun, 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 dun.
You're like, wait. Like, there's that extra note.
Yeah.
Like, remember back in the day when Vanilla Ice did his song, Ice Ice Baby? Mm-hmm. And the beginning of it was do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, yeah.
But it's got that extra
and they interviewed him, and he said...
It's got that extra ding. Yeah. Because, who was it that had...
Not Sting.
Now get pressure.
Oh God.
Pushing down on that song. Like so they said it's there, you know.
Yeah.
And it sounds like
stole it.
Yeah. It's not, but he's like, well, it's got that extra ding.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Creative comments. Well, see, we're not making any money, so I can go.
So we can do whatever the fuck we want.
If he goes dun 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 dun, then he's gonna. He should get sued. How the hell did we get there? We're talking about Vanilla Ice for music, and we were talking Catfish and. Wow, talking about veering off.
That's our thing, Chris. That's our thing of the That's our thing of the podcast.
That shows you my brain. That's how my brain works. I'm all like psyched up on caffeine and medication.
Chris, you got to get out there, man. Go on like a men's site and be like, I just want to hang.
I need a bromance. I need a male friend.
I just want to hang.
You don't know how good it was a couple of months going to my buddy Eddie's house and changing the oil on my car. That was like the last man thing I did.
I was going to say, you were there for a while, too. Like, you know, when you just kind of you're just talking, but it, like, time flies because it's like, I haven't been with that person so long.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave.
Like, yeah, and you just want to stay there as long as possible.
And Eddie, I'm pretty sure Eddie listens to this. Eddie, you know I love you. He's like a brother, and that was the last time I did something manly.
I think there wasn't snow on the ground when you did that.
I spent too much time in front of this fucking computer because I'm too busy taking care of my daughter, so I shouldn't complain.
I know.
I love my baby. I had never gotten that much negative feedback from the episode of me having my baby mama on. And she sounded, and also for you people, if you want to think about doing drugs, just listen to it. It's the broken ankle episode. It was
right. I was at work, so I haven't
broken ankle.
Heard it yet.
This is why you don't do drugs. You end up sounding like that.
Well, what's your thoughts on it? Did you think it was?
No, it did feel drawn out because I was trying to drag a conversation out of her.
When somebody's not used to podcasting.
She's podcasting is everything. She didn't even really want to do it. She did it to make me happy.
Pleasure, Chris.
There is a connection. She and you want to talk real ghetto for a second. She has my name tattooed on her neck.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's, you gotta respect that,
So you gotta respect that.
She has my name.
She got your name tattooed on her neck, but you can't call her baby mama.
Well, yeah, I guess I could, but she would give me fucking grief about it. I'm not gonna stop her from seeing her kids, and her kids are here, so she's gonna come here. So that was pretty fun. We wasted like 15 minutes talking about other
shit.
Everything about. So what was I gonna say? So I've been doing now. We are still in the midst of our Kickstarter, and I believe this episode will come out right before our Kickstarter ends. Let me tell you, I had been spending so much time sending messages to people on Facebook, which is how I generally spam. Now, Facebook is very, very picky and particular on how your message reaches the people. Now, I'll be honest with you, the beginning of our Kickstarter was pretty slow. And I was wondering, I'm like, I am reaching out. I send out so many messages that Facebook tells me to stop.
Right. They're like, all right.
You're violating, please slow down before we cancel your account.
Slow down, Chris.
So
it's like, I can't.
And I realized that my post sending out, I must be going to the people's other inbox. If you have Facebook people.
Yeah, I didn't know about this.
You have to double check that there is
an other
inbox. Go to the little messaging thing and click show all.
Okay, and then there's another option.
Show all. You'll see inbox and other. I open my inbox.
Facebook never said anything about that. Like, we're having another option. Nope, sneaky bastard.
They don't. And let me see. I'm going to do it right now while I'm talking to you guys. Okay, I'm sorry. A little apple there. Okay, I'm looking at the page. I'm looking at a regular page. it's that little rectangular speaking thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you get messages. I'm clicking on that right now. It shows you my most recent messages. It says send a new message. And
at the bottom,
I click see all.
Oh yeah, see all.
So I'm clicking on see all right now. Okay. So to the most left, it says inbox, which is your normal inbox. Then there's an other.
Never even would have known.
Other. Okay, here we are, February 1st, 2013. I have messages. The earliest one, 9/11, 2010. 2010. I have messages from, you know what I'm saying? These people have reached out to me, and I have no idea who these are. Of course, the funny thing is, there are, those bogus pages that, like, it's like a girl's profile that they try to add people.
Oh, yeah.
See if they can promote, like, you know, their porn site. So it's like, hello, and
speaking of porn, did you know the king of porn, Ron Jeremy, in the hospital?
Ron Jeremy's in the hospital right now.
The big schlong himself.
With heart
he had an aneurysm near his heart. So
near his heart.
Yeah.
And, you know,
by his heart. So, I mean, that's
you know, when
kind
a
of
man
big.
gets an erection, the blood rushes to his penis.
Do you know how they came about?
His abnormally large penis. He shouldn't, you know, if he gets an erection, it could be fucking fatal.
Taking away blood that needs to go to the heart.
I mean, I'm not laughing at Ron Jeremy.
You know how they came up with erection pills? They were trying to find pills for
the heart,
for blood pressure, high blood pressure, to control that. And then they're like, oh, well, this one causes.
And all these guys are like, any adverse effects, and the guys are like, I have a hard-on for
about 2 days now. It hurts.
And they go, there is, and even in the commercial goes, if you have an erection more than 4 hours, contact the doctor.
People are like, no, I want this.
Now,
my favorite is that guy that it's really awful, but like a couple of years ago, he took Viagra and went blind.
What was that?
He went blind.
Like
how bad, like the night of
vasculars in his eyes.
Like the night of passion, and you're blind for the rest of your life.
But just to double check, I think he took more than
I'm
what
sure
was recommended.
It wasn't.
Because I've tried Viagra.
I'm sure a lot of young inquiring minds have.
It's recreational. You know, you're not supposed to do recreational stuff. But I mean, that was years and years. Like when it first came out, because I knew people who got it. And
everybody's just walking around. All the guys just walking around with boners. They can't go down.
And it doesn't work until you get aroused. It isn't like you
that
have
like
to
automatically comes
get aroused.
So you have to be aroused, and then it'll last for longer.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I haven't really looked into it.
Jim Norton, there's the
he's
comedian
great.
on Opie and Anthony.
He's the ugliest guy, and I love him.
Yeah, he had this great joke where he goes, you know, my girlfriend. Now this is obviously not a true story. He just is a joke. He goes, my girlfriend gave me a bottle of Viagra. I gave her an exercise bike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When the guys get old, I mean, okay, fine, you do get problems and you do have problems getting an erection, but you also have to be attracted to the person. Or you watch porn beforehand. I mean, there's always there's an
outlet.
There's always, good old fashioned, role playing and tickling each other and
tickle fight,
tickle your toes. I don't know. That's sexy.
Are you a fan of Entourage? Here he goes. He's gonna say something mean.
Well, no.
I hate Mark
I like
Wahlberg.
the show. I think it went a little longer than it should have been.
As usual.
And, it had such a great... It's the funny thing. Like, I enjoyed watching it, but now in repeats, I can't...
I enjoyed it, exactly. I enjoyed it when it was on. Now I'm like, well, I've seen this one, now it's just kind of played out.
It's boring, yeah.
They've got the green light for a movie.
Oh, okay.
So, like I said before, Mark Wahlberg doesn't stop working. He's like the Ryan Seacrest of movies.
Well, thankfully, they're doing like Sex and the City. They did a bunch of seasons. Now they're
do the big
So that
shebang.
means people prepare.
For number
there
2.
is going to be a Sopranos movie. There
that
has to be.
Awesome.
Because Sex and the City, and they made so much. Sex and the City was a fucking cash machine.
Oh yeah.
Entourage.
Even the second one, they had the sequel, of course, because the first one made so much money.
Yeah.
Everybody knew going in the second one's gonna suck because they pretty much kind of. And, closed all the relationships in the first one.
Yeah.
The first
And then they
movie.
thought, we're going to the Middle East.
And it was so boring. I never finished it because I was like, there isn't really, a plot going here. There's nothing that I'm waiting, there's nothing really going on.
Yeah,
it's just basically a bunch of women having fun.
I
knew
saw
it was
a little bit of the first movie on cable, but my ex-wife...
Great, I'm sorry, I loved it. It closed all the relationships, summed it up.
My ex-wife got the box set from her friend.
Oh, great.
And I had a watch... No, well, I mean, borrowed it. But
Yeah.
she borrowed it for months because of the show, I've seen every episode of Sex and the City.
Yeah, great.
Even though I'm a totally straight man.
It's great. But even like that second one, everybody knew, the second movie, everybody knew it was going to suck, and it still made a shitload of money.
Yeah,
People are like, I gotta go.
There's a built-in audience.
Yeah.
And I'll admit this, of course, being well, I guess I just left the bracket of 18 to 34, being a young man. I mean, you got Iron Man and Captain America and Avengers and all these big blockbuster movies. As a matter of fact, we're watching Stargate right now.
What's on? I was like, what's that?
Yeah. With that being said, what fucking movies made for women?
Right.
Like,
and
Sex
that
and
one,
the City is the Avengers for women.
And you got to see in the first one, the first movie there, guy's penis. You never see that unless it's porn. They did show a schlong. It was like, of course, quick, the camera's going down slowly, there's a wiener, that's it. Like,
Sex and the City 3.
You saw a hot guy schlong.
Starring your boyfriend. What the hell's his name?
Which one?
Magic Mike. What the hell's his name?
Channing
Tatum. Channing Tatum, Sex and the City 3. Oh my god.
Matthew McConaughey confirmed, that we've already confirmed it though, that Magic Mike 2 is in the works.
Oh yeah.
But
he's got to put weight back on, because now that he's all skinny for that role, he looks...
He's probably just gonna blow up.
He looks like a creepy...
I mean, he looks
like a creep with that mustache and he's all skinny.
I mean, he looks like an AIDS patient. That's what he's supposed to look like.
Oh, he's easy.
I believe it's a gay guy with like HIV. That's like his whole reason why he did lose the weight.
But then again, Christian Bale got real skinny.
Right, for the fighter.
No, he did... What was it? The Machine?
Yeah.
He did another movie where he was real skinny.
Wasn't he in the fighter? He was
skinny in the fighter too, because he was playing a guy, a drug addict. I think crack addict. And so, I'm sorry. My daughter's like running through the room.
Yeah, no, he was real skinny. Like it's so bad for your body. Like they got like doctors and stuff to regulate it, but it's still like.
And I bet even the doctors are like, I don't want you to do this.
Right, the usual I have to give you the warnings.
But
and I'm sure he had some issues.
With the Entourage movie, that means there's going to be a Sopranos movie. There has to be.
That would be awesome.
Sex and the City, Entourage, Sopranos. I mean, if
that would be awesome,
right,
and it's gonna make money. There's no way it can't. Just like Sex and the City, it's gonna make money. And Entourage will make money.
Because James Gandolfini is coming out in a movie real soon, where his character is very much like Tony Soprano. He's playing like somebody's father. Yeah, and
that's him.
I can't watch him in any other movie.
Yeah,
even his older stuff that he did even before The Sopranos.
He's just like,
I watch and I'm like, that's fucking Tony Soprano.
Sorry, man, that's you.
But he was there is one movie like I mentioned before, Crimson Tide.
Mm-hmm. That's an old one.
He's in that. And he's awesome in that. I mean, he's in the movie for like 5 minutes, but,
he makes a presence.
That movie is just awesome in general.
Yeah.
I just, kudos to whoever made that movie. I should know that. I don't.
What the hell, Chris? That's your thing.
Yeah, so I'm praying for a Sopranos movie. They'd be so smart if they did one.
And probably,
right. I guess, it's probably taking us long. They're probably...
I was just going to say, probably writing, rewriting.
Yeah,
just
make sure this shit's on point.
Yeah, which is really cool. I don't know. I like when people take that time. Yeah. You want to please the audience.
That's what they
left putting out a crap
That's
movie.
why they left it open like that. Cause...
Yeah, everybody's pissed at the ending.
Yeah.
But... there might be a bigger one.
Yeah.
A bigger movie for it.
When you look at the bigger picture, there has to be a movie. I'm not saying there is, allegedly, but there has to be a movie in the works. Especially if this Entourage thing makes money. Please.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
Then it'll be...
Django. Has it fallen off a truck for you yet?
I haven't seen the Django Unchained. I keep hearing good things about it.
Yeah, I keep hearing good things. That was a pretty cool movie.
Mm-hmm.
The action figures. Did you hear?
They're making action figures?
No, they did make action figures. Some African American groups, they boycotted it, as well as Al Sharpton, of course. They only put out 1,000 dolls. They released probably to like Toys R Us. I don't know.
Collector's items.
Shut down. Or discontinued.
Discontinued.
So that's what I'm saying. We got to get a hold of those 1,000 that are out there.
That's those collectors.
We can make some money off of those. Because now they're just a rare. There's only 1,000 of them.
I've been doing being a nerd, going online. I've been going to like these Star Wars collectors websites, and I've actually kind of like veered off a little bit into like Transformer collector websites.
Oh, cool.
And these guys who sink so much fucking money into collecting dolls. So now here's another thing for them to
there's only 1,000 released and
down.
They got discontinued.
Now, what I don't understand is that like, okay,
why were they? What don't you understand?
Well, no, okay. The big ruckus now is that they use
the
N-word.
Yeah.
They say nigger a bunch of times. Now, when I say that, I'm not trying to be offensive.
Right.
But it's like, have you not seen a Quentin Tarantino movie?
Right.
He's said it before.
Other movies, I was going to say, like, other that take place in that time period where they're using that word because that's what happened during that time period. Unfortunately, that word was used, so he's being accurate.
Well, have you seen that show at all? Totally Biased?
No.
On FX?
With, what's his name?
Kamau Bell.
Mm-hmm.
I like that show. I really do. And actually, I was on a mailing list to go to get tickets, but I didn't want to drive all the way to New York City.
Mm.
If
you got to do it a weekend that you're going or something.
Yeah. Well, they record on Thursdays. They record like a couple of hours, every talk show, like Conan and Jay Leno. They record in the afternoon and release at night. Yeah. So his recordings are on Thursdays. So he made a point. He's like that people wouldn't use the word nigger back then and I'm saying it because I'm trying to take the power.
He's not racist. He married a black woman.
Yeah. I mean, words only have power if you give them power.
Right.
They didn't say that word back then because people were already treating slaves like animals, because in their mind that's all they were.
Right.
So why would you use the word to degrade black people? You know what I'm saying? When you already in your mentality thought of them as no different than the cattle on your farm. That being said, consider the source people. Everyone's getting mad at Quentin Tarantino because he wrote a script. How about every movie that people get killed?
Right.
How about
we're going to fight about everything. Everybody's going to fight something.
Now, I'm not familiar with the Django Unchained and like killing, but I mean, any Al Pacino movie or
or Hunger Games. Yeah, in the beginning when all the kids are getting killed.
Kids slaughtering each other.
Right. Like that you can argue, which I think was argued, or it was just people said be aware when going.
People, and not
going against that.
Hunger Games. But
to where things gotta be shut down.
Thousands of people die. You know what I'm saying? Like kids nowadays are exposed to so much fucking death and destruction.
Now I wonder if, do you know how many times they said it in the movie? Like, was it just overused?
I think that it goes. It's around 100.
Okay, that's kind of overused.
In an hour and a half.
Maybe if you cut it down a little bit, people wouldn't be too.
Yeah, and not to mention, and I've heard this other argument where. Other than nigger, there are a lot of other words.
I'm sure there was other. That wasn't just the main one.
I'm gonna get real offensive here. Tar baby.
Just every word you could use. Yeah.
Coon, spook.
Maybe just overused it. But it's Quentin Tarantino again. What do you expect? Going into it.
Yeah, and
this is this crazy guy who does these movies.
Tarantino, this movie, people getting stabbed in the chest because they overdosed on heroin. And,
right. The one with the X or the dot. It's like
the dot on the chest, and Inglourious Bastards, where guys are. Scalping the heads off of Nazis, there's so much like I mentioned in the other episode, Kill Bill. They purposely made that scene in black and white where the Uma Thurman character fights the Crazy 88s, or the Crazy 80, or whatever, all those. They purposely put it in black and white because there's so much blood. They were worried that the MPAA was going to give them a X rating.
Yeah.
So there was so much blood. So let me get this straight.
Way to get around
walk into a room and kill 88 people, but you can't say the N-word. I'm just saying, just...
it's controversial.
Yeah, just push that in. Thank you. Just why are you, you're fighting the wrong fight. I don't know. And
you are. You're not going to get anywhere with it, honestly.
And we're going to take a quick break.
Click in it.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Hello, this is Cordero Ulloa. I'm Dwight Graham.
Hey, this is Seth.
Hey, podcasters, this is Nick Pilgrim. We'd like to invite you to sit in for some free funny provided by the Livin' Lame Podcast Entertainment Network. For movie and television news, shared with all the fervor you'd expect from a group of pop culture junkies, check out the insights of Seth Parker, Cordero Ulloa, and Alex Chittenden on Real Chat.
If numerology and astrology interest you, drop in the public forums and join the discussion with Joe Fox, Carrie Fox, and Foxy D on the Foxton. Or pop in on Two Strangers, One Podcast with Chris Cologne and Kristyn Montrello and get to know them as they get to know each other.
For music news and concert stories, check out The Breakdown, where we all share our interests and opinions on what we do best, music. Or for the big daddy that started it all, join Cordero Ulloa, Dwight Graham, myself, Joe and Carrie Fox, Seth Parker, and Megan Phelps on Livin' Lame.
To check all these shows out, visit www.livinlamepodcastentertainment.com. It's all one word.
Have a sense of humor.
See ya!
Click and Hit, enhancing the experience for all recreational smokers. Click and Hit is a one-handed portable vaporizer. This smoking pipe has a compact 4-stage design, complete with a built-in, windproof, butane refillable torch lighter. The large burn chamber holds your stash of legal herb or pipe tobacco. Click the button to ignite and inhale as usual. When you are done, put it back in your pocket for later. Smoke anytime with the touch of a button. No more carrying around grinders and tins. You can leave the pipe, rolling papers, and even your lighter at home. The Click and Hit cordless vaporizer is no bigger than a normal cigar, making it the world's smallest and most discreet vaporizer. It's perfect for use in small places or shared rooms. It's efficient, getting 5 to 8 draws from your packed chamber. It's affordable at just $19.95 each. Buy 3 and the shipping is free. Buy 4 and you get the 5th one free. Visit www.click-n-hit.com. That's clickandhit.com.
And now for listeners of Two Strangers, One Podcast, you can use promo code STRANGERS and receive 10% off your purchase at clickandhit.com. That's promo code STRANGERS for 10% off your purchase. And we're back. So like I said, people die a million times in every movie, and they're like, I bring up like a Robert De Niro or something like that. Like, okay, Quentin Tarantino wrote this script or whatever. Was it in bad taste? Probably. You know what I'm saying? But he has his right to make that movie.
It's his movie.
Does that mean Robert De Niro is a gangster?
Right. Is he a real life gangster?
Does it mean that, I don't know, I'm trying to think of who's, does it mean...
Like every person you play.
Like Robert Downey Jr. is a superhero?
Right.
No, it's a movie. It's a fantasy. It's a break from reality. Was it in bad taste? Yes, it is in bad taste, but, people get killed in movies. So there's such violent movies, and you're worried about what the person said?
Mm-hmm.
Worried about the guy getting fucking scalped. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself, but you know what I mean. So,
are you a fan of Jason London?
I have.
He hasn't really been around.
Who Jason
yes, you do. Jason London. Wasn't he the one in Mallrats?
Jason London.
Like the main character? Wasn't that him?
No, I think you're talking about not Jason Mewes. Oh my God! What the? I'm so horrible with names.
Yeah, Chris, what's the matter with you? I'm gonna look him up and see what he is. Anyways, he's an actor. I thought he was in Mallrats.
The other guy.
That one.
Not the guy that went on to do My Name Is Earl.
No, not him.
Oh, the other guy. What's his name?
Jason London. No.
Jason London. But he had like a Catcher in the Rye.
Dazed and Confused. He was in.
What's his name? The Catcher in the Rye. It was inspired by Catcher in the Rye. What the hell's his name? TC or something like that? I don't know.
Oh, anyways, he got his ass kicked in Arizona at a club, whatever, or a bar. Like his face is destroyed. He got like everything broken. Wow. So of course during the fight, cops come and they gotta arrest whoever. Mm-hmm. So he was arrested, and this is alleged because he's denying it. But when the story first came out. Apparently he took a shit in the back of the cop car. Like, I'm famous. Like, he's yelling, like, I'm famous. This is wrong. I shouldn't be handcuffed. And was like, I'm going to shit in this car. And then shit.
Oh, okay.
Shit his pants.
And, okay, forgive me. Yeah, his name was T.S. Quint. Now, Quint, because Kevin Smith is a huge
that was his name in the...
No, Quint is that tough sailor that... from Jaws that's going to kill the shark. And T.S., I believe, was like T.S. Eliot or something like that. So
maybe he wasn't in Mallrats. What was Jason London in that I thought he
was
in?
Jeremy London. Jeremy London was in Mallrats.
Okay, they're twins.
His character's name was T.S.
T.S. Quint. Jeremy London, they're twins. Trust me, they look alike.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy London just got in he actually just got off, literally. He was in trouble for beating the shit out of his charges were dropped. They found him innocent. I thought Jason was in it. Well, anyways, Jason's been in other shit, and he's twins.
So Jason Lund's the one that got in trouble for
that
shit
in the car.
Okay, not Jeremy London.
Yeah, sorry. I confused twins. Who would have thought?
The producers of Two Strangers One Podcast. They're not supporting inaccurate descriptions by
Kristyn spreading.
Kristyn.
Would you ever shit in the back of a car?
Whatever shit in the back of...
Like, you're mad at somebody? I mean, that's like the ultimate thing you could do. You're pissed at someone, shit in their car.
Oh, okay. I got mistaken. I thought you said he shit in the back of the police car.
He did. But I'm saying, would you ever shit in a car?
Unfortunately, I've been in the back of a police car.
Would you shit?
Rochester, let me tell you, and it's funny that this story comes up.
Because first of all, it's going to smell.
A friend of mine got pulled over the other day and was like held up for like 45 minutes through Rochester Police Department. Now, I know this guy. He was probably drinking, you know what I'm saying? But they searched his car and all this other shit, and, you know, he does have a little bit of skin color to him. And I'm wondering if that's why, you know, and I've unfortunately have had run-ins with Rochester PD, and they were very, very rude to me, very, very, you know, I mean, there were some cops that were good, but I mean, I've always get like these, unfortunately I've had a couple of run-ins with RPD, and they're assholes.
Are we on the run right now?
Well, no, it's, you know.
Are you a wanted man?
My baby mama brings me drama.
My baby mama brings drama.
Police drama. So I've been in the back.
So would you shit?
I've been in the back of a police
car.
Because
that's like, but the thing is you got to sit there in it.
Yeah.
Because you're cop. It's not like you can take your pants off, leave a turd.
It's a hard plastic, something you can hose down. It's that microbial.
See, that would have been great if it, or like if there was a pocket in the back, you could stuff it in there.
Well, it's
just
all
so they
one swoop. So if you do have drugs on you, you can't hide it anywhere.
True.
If you take a shit, if you piss, if you vomit, they can
it's all just a hose down.
It's all.
I wonder if back in the day it was like a real seat in the back, and they're like, we've had too much problems with people shitting.
Yeah, it was.
See, if I truly...
And then with the handcuffs behind your back, that's a fucking pain in the ass.
But that's the thing, like, he had to sit there in his own shit, if that's true. Like,
that's...
Like, now you just shit your pants.
Now you got to smell it, but...
Yeah, but it's all on your ass.
But it's probably the logic of a drunk man. He said he was drunk. So.
Oh, yeah, he was drunk. But see, if I generally, like, hated somebody that much, I don't really have much hatred for where I'd actually do it, but that would be the ultimate, like... I'm in their car, you know, they're not in there. Shit.
Well, I mean,
I'd shit like a bag.
Pulling down your pants and shitting in a car, I would do that in a heartbeat. Of course.
We got to do that to somebody.
You know what I would do? I would, if I had the option, I would.
If I had the option,
I would take the shit and put it under the door handles.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I've ever did anything like that before.
I stepped in dog shit the other day, didn't know it. I was going to the bank and it was just like... maybe 2 feet of grass, because it was just like a little strip. That's what I stepped on, okay?
Oh, God.
And so I didn't know, and I get in the car, and I keep smelling it. I'm like, I didn't take the dog out today. My dad did. I'm like,
smell like dog shit.
And there was maybe like a little bit, just a little bit of shit that I just got, you know, probably on the corner of a turd, who knows. And it reeked. So can you imagine, like, just a turd...
A human turd.
A human turd, let alone a dog, just in there, like you ate beans or whatever.
And then beer, you know, like when you have
you got the beer shit, or like just alcohol too in general. It gets that sour smell. Yeah. It's all frothy.
Listen to Two Strangers One Podcast. Groundbreaking material we're talking about over here.
How much would you pay for whale vomit? I saw this article on Yahoo today.
Whale vomit?
Yes. Apparently it's a thing.
I mean, I guess...
like a thing you want to get your hands on.
Wow. Okay, first, how do you know that it's whale vomit?
Not like me buying it, like a company wants it. What company do you think would pay for whale vomit?
It has to be Japanese. I'm sorry. I hate to sound...
That's fine. A perfume company wants that. They paid. This guy, I think it was in England. He was on the beach walking his dog, and he... for however he discovered it and knew it was whale vomit, I don't know. So there was whale vomit on the beach, and he got paid by a perfume industry $50,000 for it because I guess it smells. I guess obviously it's vomit, but once it dries on the beach, it has a nice aroma, and the perfume industry uses it. That's like putting shit in cereal or something. Yeah, I put whale vomit on for scent now
because I've seen like pussy juice perfume, like
really?
Yeah, like a woman's secretions.
That's really gross. Chris, where the fuck do you look for this shit?
It's out there, and actually,
I'm really not surprised.
It's a bottle, and the part that you pop out of the hole, you know, like there's that little piece of plastic that goes into the like a cork.
Yeah.
The part over that, the decorative part, looks like a vagina. It's like a crystal.
Well, you got a
glass.
That's marketing.
And it's supposed to be the secretions of a woman, and I guess there is a market for like people who put out colognes with pheromones and shit.
Yeah, like that. And I mean, it's a perfume. You're mixing all these scents all day. I'm sure you come across a pussy scent every now and then. You're like, we gotta sell it.
But whale vomit. First of all, how do you know it's whale vomit?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how did he know? Did he watch a whale vomit? Like, what happened? And so he came across it.
And you know, it is so sad because all I can think of is like Jonah and the whale and Pinocchio. Like, every time I think of whales,
that's what
I
think
of like
of.
that big cavernous.
Moby Dick coming.
He's sitting in your boat with a candle inside the I think they did that.
Things
in
are more
Life of
high
Pi.
tech.
I haven't seen Life of Pi yet, but I think
I'm sure. I didn't see
in
it.
Life of Pi where they're inside a whale's gullet.
That's possible.
Well, no, it's
the
a kid on a freaking
boat with a tiger.
Yeah,
bitch, you ain't surviving.
I saw the funniest Photoshop. I don't know if it's a Photoshop or a real picture. It was this big fat guy in this little teeny tiny boat, and it was a kitten. It was like a cat.
Did you post it
standing
or
on the
somebody
edge,
did?
and it says the American Life of
Yes.
Pi, and they spell Pi
like P-I-E. Yeah, I saw that.
Because I think the guy was like eating a cheeseburger when he did it also. So that's hilarious.
It was. That's the truth.
American Life of Pi. But yeah, so I guess I've been trained by media to think that the inside of a whale is this
you
big
can just hang
cabinet for
out.
you to live in.
It's like a man cave.
Yeah.
You're in there playing Xbox
but I guess, I don't know.
They gotta throw you up. Where are you coming up, the ass?
We have to find the marine biologists and ask them, can a whale vomit? I guess you could.
Why not? They got stomachs, right?
Because if your body's going to reject something that's bad for it,
yeah.
if you
gotta
did
be able
you just
to vomit.
die. Just evolution would make you vomit. Wow, that's a fascinating topic.
But I guess, when it dries up on the beach, it's gold.
It smells good.
I guess it has a nice sweet aroma about it. Smells it first.
Then you get sand.
Yeah. Now it's like a beachy, nice, sweet smell.
It's like a smell of the beach.
So look at your ingredients when you buy perfume next time. You might have pussy juice.
Pussy juice. My brother, and I don't know how true this is, my brother used to tell me that certain hair conditioners have animal semen in it, and that
it wouldn't. I mean, some
that same consistency.
It would.
And my brother was like that. If you read the label and it says animal protein,
is that what it is?
That it means.
That's really gross. See how they word it differently?
Like tiger cum or something like that.
There's that.
I guess if it works, it works.
Yeah, your hair's nice and
it's
shiny.
life.
Well, you've also because I've heard of, I think it's like a cream where it's the penis skin of a circumcised baby, and however they make it, and it's supposed to like rejuvenate, like you put it on your neck, I think.
Well,
it's supposed to like rejuvenate it or something, or.
Well, I know how to bring it back to stuff that we love.
That we love.
Did you see the episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians or the Kim and Kourtney where Kim takes
the breast milk, which is.
And puts it on her burn?
I almost wonder. I didn't see the end of it. Did she? I know she stole it. Did she end up using it?
Well, I saw the clip of it.
Her psoriasis.
But,
not her burn.
Remember, I had mentioned
Kim was not burned. That'd be all up in the news.
No, well, not burned, but like a sunburn. No, it's psoriasis?
Yeah, she has quote-unquote psoriasis.
Well, I remember I had mentioned on another show that they said if you were on a desert island and there was only one thing you could eat for the rest of life, it was breast milk. So I can see there probably is some sort of like weird.
I really wouldn't surprise like this like they like to do because that's what she was looking up. Some like
makes little babies into freaking grown ass adults.
Monsters.
Yeah, like my little monster right here tearing up the room, and it's
it wouldn't surprise me.
I saw it was another clip of those two sisters, Tia and Tamara.
Oh yeah.
Where one of them, the one that got pregnant.
Yeah.
Convinced the other one to have a bit of her placenta.
That's gross. Like have a bite?
Eating, she ate it. And she kind of like afterwards, she was like,
Like, so,
I
have to have it like deep fried.
Almost like raw.
I've heard of people like cooking it. I've heard of that.
There's a guy that like, I know there was like one guy.
It probably has to be cooked a certain
had it offered like in a restaurant or something like that.
Oh my god.
I mean,
he had it offered in a restaurant?
Yeah.
Like, where was he getting all these placentas?
No, it was just one placenta, but I think what happened was the part that she gave her sister was probably like the length and width of like a stick of gum. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a big, huge, like, hey,
hunk of placenta.
42-ounce,
medium rare, please.
porterhouse steak. It was just like this little strip.
I don't care how big it is. That shit ain't going in my mouth.
Sisters?
Yeah.
So that's weird because they probably shared a placenta or something. The circle of life.
Yeah, it's just all coming. So she actually
she ate it. She ate it.
But you can't eat it raw, can you? Or
I think you can.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I
didn't know if it had to be like seared.
It's like
grilled
sushi,
for a little
I guess,
bit.
or something like, there's
oh my
I guess
god,
it's pure protein.
I wouldn't. That's not for me. That's just not for me. Like on Fear Factor, I used to get grossed out when they'd eat like
Oh yeah, like.
And they're all like choking it down and gagging at the same time. It's like
horse testicles. Fuck that.
Oh yeah, and it's always like the biggest testicle you could find. And it's like you have to eat it and like veiny and shit.
Yeah,
They got the
and there was one where like
Oh.
They had a car,
and they usually
smeared with honey and dead bugs. And the challenge was you had to go lick the stuff off the windshield and then bring it back to a cup. And then it was a challenge between two people. So whoever brought the most bugs back into the cup won.
See, it's so gross. And they used to get
you have to disconnect yourself from humanity.
Like they used to get like the biggest shit, like not shit, or maybe the biggest like testicle, and then like when they bite into it, like burst. Like it was always something so gross. Where you're watching it and it's like change the channel.
Yeah, I
for this segment, I'm going to change the channel.
And a guy actually got brain damage on one where it was like that part where you have to swim, but it was like this underground maze you had to swim.
Yeah,
and then they give you like one tiny hole, like just the size of your head to come up and get air in the middle.
I have a fear of drowning for some reason,
no,
but I'm not, and so let me go dive. And
I'm a decent swimmer for a guy my size. But fuck that. But you know what it is? I'm a decent swimmer, but I can't open my eyes underwater. Oh, really? I can't. I try. When I was a kid, I could. I can't do it now. I can't force my eyes open.
What, are you just like...
My instinct just... I'm a decent swimmer, but I can't
see where the fuck you're going.
I have to feel around.
Bumping into shit.
Like,
the blind swimmer.
I'll show you like how
Did something happen?
No. What I'm saying, when I was a kid, like my father would like play games where he would throw something in the pool, and me and my brother had to go and get it. Like he'd flip like a quarter and something like that. Because we got that from when we went to visit Jamaica. There were these kids who would flip a quarter out of the boat.
Yeah, I remember like not a quarter, but like you used to have the pool toys. Because what else are you gonna fucking do in the pool?
Yeah.
You used to just throw them and go get them. You know.
Go get it. And when I was a kid, I was good at, with my eyes closed, dunking myself down to the bottom of the water. You know, feel around.
Catch it with your butt cheeks. Bring it out.
Nice, I was, I don't know. I guess I'm good at that, but I can't open my eyes. I don't know. I guess if I had goggles, but yeah, I wouldn't.
Goggles always so uncomfortable. Yeah, and that's usually what I can never go on Fear Factor. You got the one segment where you have to eat, and then the other one's always like underground or underwater challenge, or like up so freaking high, going 100 miles per hour.
We got this guy in the roof of the building, and you have to like pop the balloons.
Yeah, like something ridiculous. It's like
you have to like walk the edge.
My Fear Factor is okay.
And then like
shit.
Not only are they at the top of the building, but then they make like a plank that even
goes
further
you gotta
out.
go way out here, and the wind is whipping. So be careful today. Like, screw you do it.
You see the person fall and holding on for dear life.
My God.
Oh, God.
I would, you want to talk about pooping pants? I'd poop my pants on top of there. Right there. You just see it going, ugh. I know you're going to watch the Super Bowl this Sunday because of the halftime show.
Beyonce came out as of today, February 1st. Last night. She admitted that she lip-synced.
I was just going to ask you about the whole lip-sync
thing. But then to
she
show
lip-synced, but
she sang last night.
Yeah, she sang live, which
it
was awesome. And first of all, it was at the Super Bowl press conference.
Yeah.
I don't watch that. I mean, I just saw the clip. Like, what are you talking about at the Super Bowl press conference?
No, let me tell you,
why do we need a press
Thursday
conference?
Was for Beyonce. Wednesday, they opened up the field.
Okay.
Had all the players there and a whole bunch of media people. Because I saw it like on a whole bunch of different channels.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of like a press conference.
Just basically big.
And I can only imagine being like a football player where nobody wants to talk to. It's got to be embarrassing.
You just tossing the ball around in the back like, I'm busy right now.
And they're like in uniform and there's people. Now, oh my God,
you're like
it was CBS. I was watching the
like
CBS
third
one.
string, just hanging out.
Anyone want to interview me?
So what?
And they had Rocca from Daily Show, and let me tell you, I can't stand. I don't think
the one with the British accent or whatever accent he's got, right? Or no?
He has a lisp. He has a bit of a lisp.
Yeah.
And he's asking like stupid questions, like I want to redecorate my living room. Should I go with the taupe color or the beige? And he's showing the ludicrousness of this
press conference.
Yeah,
because I don't see a point to it. But
to
make it like that.
Besides, what's his face from the 40-year version?
Steve Carell.
Besides Steve Carell, I love Lamp. Besides Steve Carell, every correspondent on the Daily Show
is great.
Irritates the fuck out of me.
I knew you were going to say
there's not one person besides Steve Carell that I like.
I used to love him on there.
I can't think about it. And for so I announced that MySpace changed, and I've mentioned this in past episodes. DC Universe Online. I've been playing a lot of DC Universe Online. They've recently updated it where your super villain or superhero can now have a lair. You have a little place you can hang out.
You don't get a man cave?
Well, it's a man cave.
Yeah. You can't have it anymore?
No, you can have it.
Oh,
they
you
just
can.
added it. And so,
okay.
You actually have to kind of do this little thing to kind of like set up your lair and all this shit. So one of the things they give you is a lamp, and they name the missions. And so the mission's called I Love Lamp.
Awesome.
So I have to send whoever.
Awesome.
I would like to know who's the programmer
and
that
if they
named
did that
that
on
mission.
Purpose.
Of course, of course. It's you know. But
you don't know, Chris. They might not have.
Who would put I Love Lamp? And that's such a cultural thing. Like, there's no no one over the age of like 45 would get that reference.
I actually think you killed somebody. You might want to lay low a little bit. What's his name for your old that was Anchorman.
Anchorman, yeah.
just
the fact that he named the mission I Love Lamp.
And then that comes up too. You get to see it.
And it's a lamp. You know, you're getting a lamp in your secret villain hideout. And I know how corny that
so cool.
It keeps me off the streets, people. But it was when I saw I Love Lamp, I literally cracked up.
In writing in front of you.
I want to meet the person that wrote that and shake his hand.
That's great.
So, you know, I've been sending out a lot of stuff to Kickstarter, and now that I know where my error is, I've been reaching out to Kickstarter people, and it's like, you know, there are so many creative people. I guess apparently all the people associated with Kickstarter are also aspiring artists themselves. I mean, it's like illustrators and singers and programmers and you know there's
a lot of creative people out there that you
there is right now and like developing apps for like the iPhone and
Android. I'm sure that
a lot of these guys are developing apps. Now don't get me wrong, there's some shit out there like these people, and shame on these fucking people who were like, you know, they'll make an app and like, this app will help you find anything. And all it is like it redirects you to Google.
Yeah. That's not an app.
And then, like...
That's you telling me to go to a different site.
Makes it look pretty in their app.
Right.
You know,
redirects you to Google.
Here's directions. And it's like, motherfucker...
You need to find where to go? Here's Google Maps.
You're not... And then they'll charge like $3 for the app. And it's someone who's not that educated will go, oh, this is an app that helped me find everything. No, you got the Google app built into your fucking phone. I mean, I guess if you have an Android device. And it's... So, shame on you programmers who do shiesty fucking apps and charging money for them.
Shame on you.
Shame on you, goddammit. But there are, I mean, for the people who do make helpful apps, you know what I'm saying? Or even like stuff on, we use Audacity to record our show, free program. I take all my notes on Open Office, free program. So God bless you people.
Yes.
I want to find you people and shake your hands. If you know,
we love Lamp.
If you don't know, if you're not familiar with those programs, Audacity and Open Office, which is basically Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, whatever the fuck it's called. I love these programs. I love Lamp.
We love Lamp, and that's that.
I think that's the name of the episode.
We love Lamp.
So, what have you got anything else for me? My notes are kind of like.
I got a couple things we can touch on.
30
Rock actually ended.
30 Rock ended.
I don't know. I've watched it a few times. It wasn't. I mean, it's funny, but it wasn't.
I don't get
I know there's diehard fans.
Yeah.
So I figured it was worth mentioning. I know that it ended, and it probably ended at a good time. It didn't over.
Yeah, it didn't.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't go 7 seasons.
It was very, very close to.
Yeah, I think it ended at the right time, which is very smart of people to do. Yeah, it's a tough decision, and it's
a lot of shows. I mean, and I'm just going to mention 3 off the top of my head: 30 Rock, Parks and Recreation.
I love Parks. I'm sorry. I know you don't like what's his name, and he's kind of getting annoying, and it like some of his stand-up kind of comes through a little bit, but he's not the main star.
Yeah, I know.
So if you can avoid him,
well, I mean,
I love just the comedy aspect of it.
And then like the guy with the mustache,
Ron Swanson.
Oh my God,
with 2 X's named
so much in love. People are so in love with this guy, and
Ron Swanson is the shit because he hates his job, hates life.
I get it. I get why people find it funny. I just don't find it funny. I don't.
Chris, do you even understand? I don't think you do get it.
I get it. I know Ron Swanson. I know guys like that. I get the joke, but I guess I don't know. Maybe because I know the guy. I know guys just like that are like they're not attached.
Right.
To this world. Like they never had a computer. They never, they would work. You know, and see, understand that I watch a show. It's not like I'm trying to like shut it down. Label.
You could never shut it down.
And then, another show. Have you watched Workaholics?
I like it.
Fucking like.
I think it's hysterical.
Surreal. It's like
I think it's not saying like you're old because I feel like I feel like it's a younger guy, but I also feel like it kind of is. It depends on how mature that guy is, obviously at your age. Like I feel like you're kind of above that. You're in that 35 and
I'm in 35 to death.
But I feel like those younger mentally, those younger mentally 30-year-olds love it. But I feel like it's that younger,
and it's kind of like a legit job, but you're not responsible enough yet.
Yeah.
So you kind of.
I kind of find it funny because it's just so stupid.
Yeah, it's like.
But I can understand why guys don't like it.
Ridiculously. And I watch it. I watch it, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Oh, yeah, sometimes I'm like, how did we get from here to there? Kind of like our shows. How did we get from here to there?
Very, very. The Kroll Show? Have you seen
I watched the first one.
You know what I like?
I thought the first one was kind of funny.
And there are little teeny tiny jokes that go from one episode to the other. And there's jokes that go from the arc of the episode. But there are jokes that even go back. Like, it's already like on episode 3. Yeah. And it's... Oh my God! It's so
you like it?
I like it.
Mm-hmm. Because I saw the first one and I was like, this is decent.
Because he was part of that wave of all those comedians he used to do like Best Week Ever and I Love the 80s,
which is back now. Best Week Ever.
Best Week Ever is back. And I watched the show and I'm like, oh my God, that's us. We are totally stealing from Best Week Ever. Sorry. So yeah, there's he's the first person to do something out of those generation of comedians that I really enjoy because I can't stand like Children's Hospital or that NSFT SUV whatever it's called.
And it's like 5 minutes.
That guy with the bald head and the big gap in the seat, the League, the FX show, the League. I can't stand.
I never watched it, but I know guys that love it, and I'm like, I've never watched it, so I can't really comment.
I don't get it.
So again, maybe it's just a younger.
But then again, I like anger management.
True.
I like.
Maybe you just don't get it, Chris.
Two Broke Girls. Love Big Bang Theory.
Maybe it's just that different
a special
aspect.
Love and mention to the King of the Nerds. Let's see how that goes. I guess we're kind of talking about comedy, not reality shows, but saying like, I get Big Bang Theory. I'm falling in love with Mike and Molly.
Oh, that's funny. I like Vinny on.
And see what I love about what's her name?
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. It's the same thing I liked about Terry Crews. They play like these straight-laced characters because she's very subdued. I love the people who are writing the show. I know it's Chuck Lorre's the producer, but whoever's like really in charge of the show. Yeah. She's subdued, but there's like this one team, she's a fucking snap away from going crazy.
Just going crazy. Yeah.
But then she does movies like Identity Theft and Bridesmaids, where she's allowed to be crazy.
Right, she's totally off the wall.
But I love the fact that she's
she's
subdued, but there's like something.
Now, did you see previews for Identity Theft?
I want to see Identity Theft
I think it looks hysterical.
When I first saw the commercial for it, I forwarded it to you. I was like,
and then they have like more extended ones where they show like other clips, and I was like, every clip I see, it looks funny, more and more.
To show you how much I like that movie, I can't stand Jason Bateman.
I know you don't. But I think he has like that funniness to him, and I think they'll be awesome together. It almost reminds me of was it called Road Trip?
Well,
not Road Trip, not the younger one, but the one with Robert Downey Jr. and he played in Hangover, the crazy one.
Yeah, Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah. What was that called?
Oh, something like pregnancy related. Like
now I gotta look it up because that's gonna drive me crazy. But they were in like the car kind of the whole time.
Yeah.
And that was funny because they both kind of just had that vibe going back and forth. Like he's knocked, and I think it's kind of like that, but only obviously different characters. And I think it'll be
back to the. I mean, I know there's other movies that have been like it, but shit, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Right. Exact. That same
I had
concept.
That on DVD.
You're stuck with this person.
That movie is one of those movies I can watch. If I come across it on cable, I have to watch it. So that's the whole thing. Like certain things I enjoy, and
when you get the right people together, and they're kind of stuck,
Oh, yeah. I don't know. There's a whole new wave of shows that I just don't get. I guess it's the
maybe you're just not getting it. Due Date.
Yeah, I know that's something pregnancy
Road Trip.
related.
I just know they were in the car a lot.
Yeah.
Due date, yeah.
And he basically, Zach Gandolfini, he plays the same character.
Yeah, it's the same guy, but he's awesome at it.
I didn't even see the one, the Candidate or whatever, the
Campaign.
Campaign.
Awesome movie. It was great. It really was actually funny. I thought it was going to maybe borderline stupid, but I mean, the plot of it's kind of stupid, but it's funny. And
speaking of movies coming up, and I've mentioned it, well, I don't know. In the past, I've interviewed George Kristyn from Megas XLR, show creator. Guillermo del Toro, the same guy who gave us Hellboy and Pan's Labyrinth, and he's doing this movie called Pacific Rim. Have I mentioned that before?
Not that I know. I don't.
Oh my God, fanboys.
Nerd alert.
Well, fanboys probably already know this. It's a movie all about giant robots fighting monsters.
Maybe you did mention it.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in the past.
Yeah.
But I am so fucking psyched to see that movie. Holy shit, it looks awesome. Pacific Rim.
Yeah, I vaguely remember you talking about that
plot.
Like,
I hope George Kristyn gets his chance to get his show back,
that'd be cool.
Because maybe that'll start a whole new wave of like giant robot mania. And of course it'll probably get played out. Oh, yeah. Then when they have they'll have a Twilight version.
Well, of course.
A girl falls in love with a giant robot.
It's very realistic.
Dead Bodies comes out. I mean, no, Warm Bodies.
Warm Bodies, yeah.
And I can't. I'm not buying the hype. I'm sorry.
That?
No.
I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't really like all that zombie stuff. Something with me, it's
Twilight. It's a girl in love with a guy, but he's a monster. But then his heart starts pumping again.
Suddenly it's red and beating.
His love brings him back, or at least good enough to still kind of be some sort of living being. But then there are monsters in this movie, so I'm assuming it's if you're a fresh zombie, you have an opportunity to come back and redeem yourself. But if you've been a zombie for a long time, you turn
over.
These
You're over. It's over for you.
Horrible monsters. I don't know.
It's over for you.
And let me see. What do I feel? Oh, I mean, we're past our mark, and I've mentioned this in the past episode. J.J. Abrams is directing the next movie.
I mean, I was just going to text you that when I saw that. Yes. Yeah. Star Trek and Star Wars.
He's directing Star Trek 2, Star Trek Into Darkness right now. And he's directing Star Wars episode 7.
Do you think he's overloading himself?
I don't think he's overloading himself. I mean, I've mentioned this in the episode that everyone seemed to hate, the broken ankle episode. He's great at build-up.
Oh, right.
Then
that's what we love about him. Then you have that love-hate relationship.
Disney will step in and make sure that there's an ending story there.
Yeah. We ain't ending this shit like you know how, JJ.
Now, I have a friend that I'm on Facebook friend with that is a diehard Star Wars fan and gets all types of crazy scoops. He's a crazy collector.
So what's his thought?
Someone has posted a shot already of a green screen with all this technical stuff. They're working on the special effects now.
When's that supposed to come out?
2015.
2015. That's what I thought.
That's a lot of I mean,
it's already starting.
There's a lot of people working on it.
Yeah.
And they have the hardware to process all.
They got the money, the hardware, everything.
I hope it's not a special effects fest and no fucking story. I hope they don't.
Probably wants to get a jump on it too. That way, there's time to do.
The prequel trilogy was ready.
There's time to do so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? If we have to go back, we have time to do that.
So it's going to be...
It better be good.
It's very... hey, Joss Whedon, who was known for Firefly and Buffy, ended up doing The Avengers.
Right.
And it was fucking awesome.
And knocked it out of the park.
So...
I think he's great, and I think...
Joss Whedon and J.J. Abrams are the geek gods, right? And actually, now I think J.J. Abrams kind of jumped to extra level, because Star Wars and Star Trek, are you fucking kidding me?
You're the man right now to all the nerds.
Yeah,
they're... kissing your ass and trying to give you ideas. I think it'll be cool.
It's mind-blowing. Mm-hmm. It's mind-blowing. I'm scared. I'm
Star
cautious.
Trek, when is that? Is that the 2015? Or what is that?
No, Star Trek Into Darkness comes out this year.
That's what I thought. Okay.
It comes out in a month or two.
Star Trek's 2013.
No, Star Trek is this year. Oh, yeah, 2013.
Yes, Chris.
I forgot it's
Star Trek's 2013, and then the other one's 2015. Yeah. Okay, he's not overloaded. That'll be cool.
All those movies are so much special effects. All he's got to do is get the actors on the scene, and film it. And those movies are going to be special effects fests. That being said, please, I hope the story is good. Don't ruin it, please. The prequel trilogy stabbed me in the heart. But, you know, if you think of the awesomeness, like I said, like the Avengers, you take a guy who's already done stuff.
Right, he's known.
And, you know, give him the playground of an established universe. I'm like grinning right now. I got a big smile, goofy Kool-Aid smile on my face.
It's like a playground for him.
So we are well past the hour mark. Please visit twostrangersonepodcast.com where you can find the links for everything. I haven't had anything on eBay recently because I've just been like overwhelmed with this Kickstarter project trying to get people to the Kickstarter. And I basically had to restart the Kickstarter to kind of, because I realized I was wondering why we weren't getting through to people. But you can visit our eBay page. If by the time you listen to the episode, if there's nothing on it, just keep coming back. Once again, twostrangersonepodcast.com. You can find the links to our iTunes, because I think I put a link directly to our iTunes page if you want to subscribe. If you have an if you have an iPhone, iPad, iPod, if you have an Android device, you can stream us on Stitcher, the Stitcher app, STITCHER, one of the coolest apps. Every show worth listening to, and I know I mentioned this. I mean, I do have to send love to our West Coast brothers.
Yes.
Livin' Lame. I love Livin' Lame. I look forward to Monday. It comes out like on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, that's like opposite of.
So, you know, I want to let them know that I am listening to the episodes. And now that Cord has moved out of his old apartment and he's in his new apartment, and the guys are kind of... Now, one teeny tiny criticism, like I don't want people telling me how to do my podcast. If you guys are going to have side conversations, get the fuck out of the room. You know, because the show is...
As we have a kid yelling.
Yeah, as we have a kid yelling in the room. But I can't toss my daughter out of the room, but if you're going to have a side conversation, just remember that the microphones are on. Because the show is funny. And I have to send my love to Livin' Lame. The Fox Den, Real Chat, the Breakdown. Once again, they've kind of given me the reins to Breakdown. And I apologize that I'm a little behind on my schedule because I've been kind of involved in all the Kickstarter stuff. But you can listen to Chris's Hidden Metal Show on the Breakdown. Go to Livin' Lame, Facebook.com/Livin' Lame Podcast Entertainment, LIVIN, no G, Lame, LAME, Podcast Entertainment. Or you could just Google search Livin' Lame Podbean, PODBEAN, and that you could also find the links there. Or the Breakdown, one word, Podbean. That's how you'll find Chris's Hidden Metal Show if you don't want to go any other way. Once again, all of these shows, us and our West Coast brothers, are on Stitcher. Any podcast worth listening to, Kevin Smith's Smodcast, Chris Hardwick's The Nerdist, they're all available on Stitcher. Please go to our Facebook page and give us a like. I lost us a like, and I apologize for that because, I just don't like people telling me how to do my job. If Kevin Smith wants to tell me how to do my job, if you take a person who actually podcasts and tell me how to do it, I'll do it that way. But you know what? It's experimental radio. I gave it a shot. Okay, it was, I gave it a shot. What if she was a great interview? Apparently she wasn't. And what am I going to do? Just put that podcast away? No, I'm going to put it out there. You guys, you feel my pain. Listen to that episode and see what the fuck I got to deal with. Yes, that's my baby mama. Put the fucking pieces together. Wonder why I'm such a fucking psycho. So, like I said, it's funny how we got so much negative feedback from that episode, but, our numbers are good. We do have a lot of people listening. I want to say thank you to all the people who are listening. We put out 2 hours a week. If you're driving, put us on, listen to us. Download our episodes while you're at home and while you're driving to work instead of listening to the same fucking 5 songs on the radio. Really, how many times can you hear Mumford & Sons? So,
Bruno
listen
Mars.
to Two Strangers, One Podcast. Obviously, if you're listening to us now, you're getting a taste. Download us. Subscribe to us on iTunes or on the Stitcher app, or you can download the episodes on twostrangersonepodcast.com, and then you can listen to them on, if you have a cheapy $10 MP3 player. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/twostrangersonepodcast. Share the episodes. Like the page. We really appreciate it. If you could retweet our Kickstarter stuff or repost the link to our Kickstarter. And I'm even, there's the website called Bitly.
Yep.
So it's bit.ly, bit.ly/capital K, kick, capital K, with 2S, 1P. And the S and P are capitalized. It does make a difference in the capitalization. So, Bitly, like everybody knows Bitly, Kick with the capital K. 2S, the S is capitalized, 2P, the P is capitalized. So, we certainly hope you enjoyed listening to the show and had as much fun as we did recording it. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen.
Don't be a stranger.
See ya. Bye.
All right, here we go, man. Go ahead. You want to read
Double Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne? Smells good to me.
But
look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled C-O-L-O-N.
Him punny.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with a materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking. Are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I got to meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia is Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history, much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between two of the country's richest women. Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea, man.
Is.
Look at her. Fucking, she's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. This is. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. This is just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents listening to this show, I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin. That's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. And if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com.
That's lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says it, that spells it. Still, lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15 and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
yeah.
Insanely inexpensive. 15's not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know. You're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I will totally read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudie in it, and you could saw them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne right now.
No, sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonepodcast.net, your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonepodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.